At the junction of three tectonic plates, where the earth is splitting apart, lies a land forbidden to the weak. This is the Danakil, and these are its masters. Evolution's finest work, the Afar camel is built to survive the impossible. From feet that never burn on 70 degrees Celsius sand to blood that can lose 25% of its water without thickening, their mouths, lined with tough papillae, turn needle-sharp thorns into life-sustaining nutrients. The Afar people and the camel were born of the same dust. To the Afar, the camel is not a beast of burden. It is a brother, a bank account, and a lifeline. Twice a year, the silence of the desert is broken by the Arho. This is the ancient salt trek, a mobilization of thousands of camels destined for the salt pans of Lake Cradle. In a land without landmarks, the camel is the compass. They possess an uncanny ability to navigate by the scent of the wind. Each camel will carry heavy slabs of white gold, embarking on a trek that has remained unchanged since the Middle Ages. There is a silent dialogue here. It is a language of respect, built over a lifetime of shared hardship. Camel milk is the desert pharmacy. Rich in vitamin C, it is the only thing that keeps the Afar healthy. In a region where vegetables cannot grow, at noon the Danakil becomes a furnace. A marriage in Afar is sealed with camels. They are the ultimate dowry. To give a camel is to give life. The desert is not empty. The Afar will risk their lives to protect their herds from the prowlers of the dark. The female camel is the true queen, the source of the herd's future and daily milk. Change is coming. Roads and trucks now threaten the ancient path. But despite the asphalt, the Afar hold onto their ways. Because when the engines fail, only the camel remains. In the Afar, time is measured in the slow, steady stride of a camel. They are the past, the present, and the future. Of this burning land, the eternal guardians of the Danakil. Deep within the Afar region of northeastern Ethiopia lies a geological frontier, a raw, blistering landscape that defies the very laws of hospitality. This is the Danakil Depression, a tectonic sink sitting 125 meters below the level of the sea. In this cauldron of salt and sulfur, the Earth's crust has thinned to its breaking point, and here, rising from the scorched basin, stands a sentinel of eternal fire, Erta Ale. Known to the local Afar people as the Smoking Mountain, it is home to the world's longest running persistent lava lake. A violent, beautiful window into the molten heart of our planet. To the nomadic Afar people, this is Erta Ale, the Smoking Mountain, but its name only hints at the anomaly hidden within its caldera. Unlike the world's more famous peaks that erupt in sudden bursts before falling into dormancy, Erta Ale is a biological rarity. It is one of only a handful of volcanoes on Earth to host a persistent lava lake, boiling for over 100 years. Here, the volcanic cycle never resets. It is a self-sustaining engine of heat. A living furnace where the Earth's molten blood remains exposed to the open air, churning in an eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Beyond the spectacle lies a profound geological laboratory. Erta Ale sits at a rare crossroads of planetary evolution, the Afar Triple Junction. Here, the Nubian, Somali, and Arabian tectonic plates are diverging, tearing away from one another at a rate of roughly 2 centimeters per year. This isn't just a local event, it is the early stage of a continental breakup. As the crust thins and fractures, the Earth's mantle rises to the surface, bringing with it the raw materials of a new world. This is a rare, dry land window into the same process that created the Atlantic Ocean millions of years ago. To stand at the rim of Erta Ale is to witness the violent, beautiful labor pains of a continent being born. To reach the summit is to survive a trial of fire. It is a grueling pilgrimage through a climate that pushes the body to its limits. With mercury levels often soaring past 45 degrees Celsius, travelers find a test of endurance, but the Afar people find a home. These legendary pastoralists have mastered the Danakil for millennia, navigating this labyrinth of salt and lava with unmatched resilience. For them, Erta Ale is not a spectacle, it is a constant, brooding neighbor. They are the guardians of this scorched earth, living proof that life can flourish even in the shadow of a furnace. Erta Ale is more than a volcano, it is the Earth's heartbeat made visible. It serves as a humbling reminder that our planet is not a static rock, but a living, restless, and incredibly powerful force. In this corner of the world, the thin veil between our civilization and the primordial fires of creation is pulled back. It is a place where every breath of sulfur and every splash of magma tells the story of our world's past and its future. A true, untamed wonder of the Ethiopian wilderness, Erta Ale is a reminder that the ground beneath our feet is not static. It is a living, breathing, and shifting entity. In the silence of the Afar Desert, the earth is speaking. All we have to do is listen. Deep within Ethiopia's Afar region, the earth is literally tearing itself apart at the Triple Junction, revealing a biological time machine. Here, ancient layers of rock pushed to the surface have preserved the secrets of our species for millions of years. Meet Lucy. Over 3 million years ago, this Australopithecus afarensis took a monumental leap by walking upright on two legs. This bipedal stride freed her hands, turning them from tools for climbing into instruments for survival and innovation. By using raw stones to scavenge meat, she effectively created external teeth, changing the course of human biology forever. 800,000 years later, the Gona site reveals the first true engineers, ancestors who intentionally crafted stone tools. With precise strikes, they harnessed the physics of conchoidal fractures, producing razor-sharp flakes from carefully selected volcanic rocks. These old Awan tools were not just rocks, they were the first physical manifestations of a problem-solving mind. As time passed, the crude flake evolved. Enter the Acheulean hand axe, a symmetrical masterpiece of early engineering. Homo erectus possessed a mental template, seeing the finished tool inside the raw stone before the first strike was even made. This abstract design represents a massive cognitive leap, showing a deep understanding of geometry and purpose. But the ultimate breakthrough was the mastery of fire, transforming the dark, dangerous night into a space for community and culture. Today, researchers in this same desert continue to piece together our journey from those first sparks to modern technology. The Afar region remains a living testament to the pioneer engineers who first dared to shape the world with their hands. In the Afar region of Ethiopia, millions of years ago, a transformation began that would change the world forever. Meet Lucy, a pioneer of the plains. Her ability to walk upright on two legs was the first step toward our humanity. Freeing her hands unlocked the potential to interact with her environment in ways never before possible for her ancestors. Time passed, and the landscape shifted. Hidden in the Ledijororu sediment lies the evidence of a critical new era. With the arrival of early Homo, biology merged with technology. Simple stone flakes became the world's very first tools. Smaller teeth and efficient tools meant our ancestors were now hunting and processing meat to fuel their growing brains. A million years ago, Homo erectus emerged taller, stronger, and more cognitively advanced than those who had come before. This was the age of the Acheulean hand axe, a masterpiece of symmetry forged from stone and pure intention. These tools provided the freedom to explore, sparking the first great global migration across the vast horizon. The link is clear. As our brains grew, so did our craftsmanship. Every strike of the stone refined the human mind. From the dusty savannas of the Afar to the modern museums of today, these fossils tell our incredible origin story. We are the descendants of those who dared to innovate. This is the enduring legacy of the Afar. In the burning deserts of northeastern Ethiopia, where volcanoes rise from cracked earth, and salt caravans cross endless plains, lies one of the most important regions in human history. This is the Afar region. A land of fire, a land of survival, and perhaps the birthplace of humanity itself. For millions of years, this harsh landscape has preserved secrets buried beneath stone and sand. Secrets that changed the story of humankind forever. The Afar region lies within the Great Rift Valley, a geological fracture slowly splitting the African continent apart. Here, the earth is alive. Volcanoes erupt beneath the stars. Sulfur springs bubble from deep underground, and temperatures rise among the highest recorded anywhere on Earth. The Danakil Depression sits below sea level. Its colorful mineral fields and toxic geothermal pools create landscapes unlike anywhere else on Earth. Scientists compare this region to conditions on Mars. But the greatest treasure of Afar is not gold or salt. It is human history itself. For decades, archaeologists and paleoanthropologists have searched these deserts for clues to our origins. And what they discovered transformed science forever. In 1974, scientists discovered a remarkably preserved skeleton near Hatter. She became known as Lucy. Lucy lived more than 3.2 million years ago. Her discovery proved that early human ancestors walked upright long before modern humans evolved. Years later, another extraordinary fossil emerged from the Afar Desert. Scientists named her Ardi, dating back 4.4 million years. Ardi revealed a creature transitioning between life in trees and movement on the ground. In 2013, researchers discovered a jawbone in Ledijawaru, representing one of the earliest known members of the genus Homo. Recent archaeological studies suggest the Afar region may contain the world's oldest evidence of stone tool manufacturing. These early tools changed survival forever, cutting meat, processing plants, protection, and hunting. The roots of human innovation began here. Long after early humans disappeared, the Afar people built organized political systems. Among the most powerful was the Afar Sultanate. The Afar Sultanate controlled trade routes connecting the Red Sea and the Ethiopian interior. It was a political and spiritual center. In the late 19th century, European colonial expansion reshaped the Horn of Africa. Italy, France, and the Ethiopian Empire expanded control. The Afar homeland became divided among three states: Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. This partition weakened political unity. During the reign of Haile Selassie, Afar territories were divided into multiple provinces, further reducing Afar political influence. Despite this, Afar identity remained strong through clan systems and traditional leadership. Afar society is organized around clans called Mela. Leadership is earned through wisdom, courage, and community trust. One of the most important traditional systems is the Fima. This customary institution helps resolve disputes and maintain peace. For generations, the Afar people survived as pastoralists. Camels are essential to life here, providing milk and transportation. Today, the Afar region faces serious challenges. Climate change threatens water supplies and grazing land, yet despite hardship, the Afar people continue protecting their traditions, language, and identity. The Afar region holds one of humanity's greatest stories. A land where the earth still burns, where history still rises from the sand. In the northeastern corner of Ethiopia lies one of the hottest and most extraordinary places on earth, a land of volcanoes, salt deserts, ancient traditions, and resilient people. This is the Afar region, a place where human history, geology, and culture come together in dramatic beauty. Here, life survives in one of the harshest environments on the planet. Yet for the Afar people, this land is home. The Afar region stretches across dry lowlands near the borders of Eritrea and Djibouti. Temperatures here can exceed 50 degrees Celsius. Rain is rare, water is precious. Yet beneath this harsh landscape lies one of the most geologically active regions on Earth. The Danakil Depression is among the hottest inhabited places on Earth. Located below sea level, it looks almost alien. Bright yellow sulfur fields, boiling lava, acid pools. Scientists study this place because its extreme environment resembles conditions on other planets. At the center of the Afar Desert burns Erta Ale, one of the few volcanoes in the world with a permanent lava lake. For centuries, the Afar people have lived beside this mountain of fire. At night, glowing lava lights the desert sky. The Afar people are among the oldest pastoral communities in Africa. For generations, they have survived through deep knowledge of the desert. Camels are central to life here. They provide transportation, trade, milk, and survival. The Afar people speak the Afar language. Their culture values courage, hospitality, community, and independence. Traditional poetry and oral storytelling preserve history across generations. For centuries, the Afar region has been famous for salt mining. Workers cut large salt blocks by hand from the desert floor. These salt blocks were once used as money in Ethiopia. Even today, camel caravans transport salt across the desert using ancient trade routes. The journey is dangerous, but the tradition continues. The Afar region is also one of the most important places in human history. Here, scientists discovered one of humanity's oldest ancestors. In 1974, archaeologists discovered the fossil known as Lucy. Lucy changed humanity's understanding of evolution. Most Afar people practice Islam. Religion shapes daily life, family traditions, and community identity. Meals often include milk, meat, flatbread, rice, and tea. Hospitality is extremely important, and guests are welcomed with respect. Music and dance play important roles in celebrations. Songs tell stories of bravery, love, and survival. Modern roads and infrastructure are slowly transforming the region. But challenges remain: extreme climate and water shortages. Despite difficulties, the Afar people continue adapting while protecting their traditions. Travelers from around the world come here seeking adventure. The Afar region is a land of fire and survival, a place where humanity's earliest story began. From burning volcanoes to endless salt deserts, Afar remains one of the most extraordinary places on Earth.